Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, being it a biological mom or a loving mom, whatever mom you are, we want to say happy Mother's Day. Welcome to Focus on Liberia Mother Day Tribute. My name is Dennis Jar, and we are broadcasting from Atlanta, Georgia. We want to welcome all mothers across the world to say happy Mother's Day. We are glad that you are here to us. We are here to celebrate you, to thank you, and pay a special tribute to you. So if you are there, we say happy Mother's Day. Then to all of you across the globe, this is time for you to call in to Focus on Liberia and say a special thank you to your mother or the mother in your life. And to kick this off, we want to start with the son of Friday. Say, I love you, mama.
Est-ce que ça va? Ah, fiston, et tout ce mausolée, à vous donner l'argent. Merci.
This is our special Mother Day tribute. We're going to play the song of Friday the Cell Phone Man. I love you, mama.
Merci. Azule. Numba bako yule, oweke kukomo. Numba bako yule, oweke kukomo. Bale odio, bale obayo, bale odio, diele yo. Numba bako yule, oweke kukomo. Numba bako yule, oweke kukomo. Bale odio, bale obayo, bale odio, diele yo. Mama, oh mama, oh. Mama le, nwane na mama le yolo. Mama le, nwane na mama le. Mama le, I love my mama oh. My people, I love my mama oh. Hey mama oh, nwane na mama le. Mama, oh nwane na mama le yo. Ole take oh, nwane na mama le.
A warm happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world. We love you all, and FOL has decided to dedicate this program to all our mothers. That special mother in your life, we say happy Mother's Day. It's time for us to get together and say thank you, mom. As we are hearing from Friday, I love you, mama. We learned also that Friday is not well. We have not independently verified the information, but I think this is true. So we use this time to say get well soon, legend, and get back on your feet. I believe there is a GoFundMe link to help him put his hospital bill. So whatever you can do to remember Friday the Cell Phone Man, please do so. But this is a special day for mother. We want to say happy Mother's Day to all our mothers.
Mama, oh mama, oh mama le, nwane na mama le yolo. Mama le, nwane na mama le. Mama le, I love my mama oh. My people, I love my mama oh. Hey mama oh, nwane na mama le. Mama, oh nwane na mama le yo.
Again, we say welcome to our special Mother's Day. So for this Mother's Day special, we're going to be looking at who is a mother? Who is a mother? What are some of the characteristics of a mother? What people say about mothers would go to some quotes or some quotations about mothers. We're going to delve into the history of Mother's Day. And last but not the least, we're going to give you an opportunity to pay tribute to your mother. I want to welcome all of you and get set. The number will be posted on the screen, so you can use this time to call and say happy Mother Day. So for the question, who is a mother, right? So we look at the definition of mother. To be a mother, by definition, to bring up a child, to care for a child with affection. You love and care for a child. You are a mother. You can also give birth to a child. That's a biologically give birth to the child. You are also a mother. A mother. A female parent is defined as a mother. So all the mothers out there, whether you biologically give birth to a child or you nurture a child, you brought forth a child, you raise a child, you show love and affection to a child, you help to nurture a child, we say you are a mother, and we want to wish you a happy, happy Mother's Day. So for that, we say there can be a biological mother, that is, you have a mom, a woman, you have a child, you are a mother. You can also be an adoptive mom. You don't have a child on your own, but you adopted a child and raised that child, you are a mother. You could be a foster mother. Adoption is through legal means. Foster mother, yes, you raise this child, you are a mother. Or in the American way now, they have something called surrogate mom and all that. Back in Liberia, in our own culture, we have mother, either biologically you bring forth a child or you take care of a child, or sometimes you have what other people call stepmother. But in our tradition, in our African culture, that's a mother. And so all of that, whether you are biological mom, adoptive mom, foster mom, stepmother, or whatever, all they have in common is they are nurturing, they care, they're very empathetic to people. Mothers are supportive. So one thing that binds all mothers together is that love, that caring nature. So in fact, people use mother as even the verb, right? In the verb form, we say to produce, to give rise to something. So they say the mother of invention or the mother of an idea. That means you give birth, you produce it. So that's how people use mother in different categories. So one of the characteristics of mom is love, care. A mom will do everything for their child. And so that is a characteristic of mother. But mother do also a lot of things. As you can see in your own life, your own mother, let me put on the board what others say the different things mother do. The mother can be the chef, right? The chief cook, or you can say the chef. So as a chief cook, the mother is the one who cook 2 to 3 meals, 4, 5, snacks in between. The mother is the chef of the house. The mother, those are the different roles that mother play in the home. The mother is the chef. The mother is also the housekeeper. The mother cleans. The mother does all the housekeeping duties. So on this special day, we want to remember all the role mother play in our lives. The mother is also the judge and the juror. The mother tries to resolve conflicts. The siblings, the children are fighting. They are arguing over a toy. The mother comes in and tries to resolve that conflict. The mother is also the event planner. What time we're going to take the children to the practice ground. We're going to do X, Y, Z. The mother becomes the event planner. That's the role of the mother. The mother is also the teacher. The mother is the teacher. I learned most of the things I learned, especially storytelling, came from my mom. So the mother is the teacher. That's one role the mother plays. Right here in the United States, where we have cars, or even back home, the mother is the chauffeur. The mother drives. The children drop them to this practice, this other game, that other game. Mother is the chauffeur or the chaperone. Maybe you have a driver, mother wants to go along. The mother in our home plays the role of the laundry lady. The mother does the laundry. I'm saying all these to just let our people know all the different things our mothers do. And that's why we have set aside this day to say, we appreciate you. We thank you for all the work that you do. Our mothers also, the counselor is the one who will comfort us when we are downhearted. When you go, you go play on the soccer pitch or play in the yard and you get hurt, you run home crying. And what happens? Your mother, you run into the arm of your mother and she tells you, oh, sorry, will nurse the wound and talk to you and make you feel better. Sometimes you have a bitter, disagreement with people. Who else to comfort you but the mother? The mom is also the finance manager of the home. Apart from the event planning, she manages the family budget. The mom goes in the market. She able to sell for that day and bring home money to cook and sometimes keep something to pay your school fees. So the mother is the finance manager. Our mother is also our healthcare provider. I don't know who remembers those days when worms used to be a big sickness back home. You know, the mom would take care of you, pump you, or give you that worm medicine, and you know what happened after that. Mom is the healthcare provider. You are sick, burning with fever. Mom comes with the cold towel, put it on your forehead. Mom keeps all the medicine. You know, my mom used to have, because the white pill, she would taste it and say, oh, this one when it's bitter is for malaria, that's chloroquine. When it's kind of tasteless, that's for headache. When it's sweet, that's for stomach. So that's how my mom, as a nurse, used to tell. So our mothers are also healthcare providers. And they are activities directors or director. Mothers will direct the activities of the home, and everything that we have to do that has to be planned by mother. So our mother play a whole lot of roles in our lives. And this is one reason we want to say happy Mother's Day. So having talked about all the things that mothers do, we want to look at what people say about mothers. What do people say? We want to look at some favorite quotations about mothers. Favorite quotation about mothers, and there's one here. It says, because as God cannot be everywhere, he created mother. If you agree with that, say amen. As God cannot be everywhere, he created mother. And somewhere I read that only God creates, right? God will create from scratch. So that ability for God to create, for God to make another human being, he places that authority in mother, and that's why the mother will bring forth the child. So whenever God is not there, mother is present. I like to go to some African proverbs and talk about mother. This proverb is an African proverb. It says, mother is like a corner or a palm corner, crushed by problems, but strong enough to overcome them. If you are just joining us, this is Focus on Liberia. My name is Dennis Jai, and we are broadcasting from Atlanta, Georgia. This is our special Mother Day treat, our special Mother Day broadcast. We want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, whether you are a biological mother, whether you have children on your own, you adopted children, or you have bring up somebody, a child, you are a mother. We want to recognize you in a special way, and we say happy Mother's Day. And pretty soon we're going to open the phone lines and get the calls in so that you can call and pay a special tribute to your mother. But before we do that, let me still talk to you about some African proverbs and other quotations about mother. This one is another African proverb. It says, a child's hand is not burned by hot yam, which is placed into his palm by his mother. The mother will be the one to test and make sure that yam is just right for your palm before a mom will do that. So this African proverb says, a child's hand is not burned by a hot yam that is placed into the palm of his mother. This one from Mali, it says, the strength of a mother is in the ears and on the lips. If you listen to your mother, and if you talk the good stuff about your mother, that's where the mother's strength comes from. So the strength of a mother is in the ears and on the lips. A proverb from Burundi says, if you educate the mother, you have educated a child. If you educate the mother, you have educated a child. Why am I saying this? This tells us that the role mother played in our life. Mother plays significant role. So this Burundian proverb says, if you educate the mother, definitely you are educating a child. And look at this one. A child who protested when being stripped on the back by its mother is humbled by the scorching sun when left to walk. You know how the mom put us on our back? And so if you protest and decide to walk, you will soon feel it when the sun starts to scorch you. This goes to say that the mother's advice, if you don't listen to it, you bear the consequences. Let's go to some European or Western proverbs. Being a mama can be tough, but always remember, in the eyes of your child, no one does it better than you. That's a Western proverb about mother. So in the eyes of the mother, in the eyes of the child, the mother is always the best. Nobody does it. You know, my brothers, even your own mom, you think she's the best cook, right? Because nobody does it better than your mom. Another one by an unknown author, he said, life does not come with a manual, it comes with a mother. Life doesn't come with a manual, it comes with a mother. What does that mean? You listen to your mom. Princess Diana says, and I quote, a mother's arms are more comforting than anyone else's. That's from Princess Diana. Then this one from Michelle Obama, my mother's love has always been a sustaining force for our family. And one of my greatest joy is seeing her integrity, her compassion, her intelligence reflected in my daughters. That's Michelle Obama. This one by Susan Gill, mothers are like glue. Even when you can't see them, they are still holding the family together. If you're a mother watching this video, remember you are like the glue. Even though people don't see your presence, but you are the one holding the family together. We want to appreciate you. We at Focus on Liberia recognize this undeniable fact and say happy, happy Mother's Day. And see this one by Maxim Graski. Only mothers can think of the future because they give birth to it in their children. We say the children are our future, the mothers give birth, and so mothers are the only one who think of the future. Let me give you a little history about Mother's Day before we even go further. As I said, mothers, they play all different kinds of roles. They can be the chef, the housekeeper, the judge, the event planner. The concept of Mother's Day, where did it all come from? Mother's Day that we have today. It is a good thing to recognize and celebrate our mothers. I just want to give a little history about the origin of Mother's Day and what we are doing here today. So it all started in the 1900s. A woman named Anna Jarvis started a campaign for an official holiday honoring mothers in 1905. Anna Jarvis decided to launch a campaign to honor mothers, and that was in 1905. That was the year her own mother died. And so in 1908, she put together a memorial to honor her mom. And that public memorial, that this happened in Grafton, West Virginia, became the start of Mother's Day. Okay, so after some time, when she did that, she started to push for Mother's Day to be a national holiday on the calendar. So Anna did this, and when it was accepted, people started to commercialize it. You know, you have to do this for Mother's Day, you have to pay this, you have to buy this, and she didn't like that because she wanted Mother's Day to be a day. That's why I say it's not plural, it's not mothers S apostrophe, right? It's Mother's Day. Mother's Day, meaning one mother. So you have a mother is for you to recognize and appreciate your mother. It's not a day for all mothers, right? It's a day for your mother. So it's called Mother's Day. See where the apostrophe is. She wanted this to be a personal thing for your mother, a day that you can remember your mother, honor your mom, appreciate your mother, and pay a tribute to your mother. So but when people started to commercialize it, she was not happy about it. And guess what she did? She started to campaign to cancel it because she felt that people were not appreciating mom. It was being commercialized. People were doing it only for business purpose. So she tried to stop it, but it didn't work. That's why today, if you hear about Mother's Day's gift and all the things you have to do, this is because Mother's Day has been commercialized. But the good thing I want all of us to remember is let's use this day to remember mothers. to appreciate mothers and show love to them. Give back love, because mother's unconditional love is a symbol of motherhood. As I said before, one thing that binds all mothers together is that love, that unconditional love. That and you always put yourself in the place of your child. You love your child, So no matter how poor a mother is, the mother will always feel that attachment to the child. And so that's why we are here. And if you are here watching us, our phone lines are, and we want to use this time to call in our phone line. The number is on the screen, 605-313-6004, 791-403, and pay tribute to your mom or the mother in your life. It can be your biological mom. It can be the mom who has done something in your life, but recognize your mother and pay tribute. And I want to start by paying tribute to my biological mom first, because there are so many mothers in my life. But I want to start paying a special tribute to my biological mom, Anna. Her name is Anna Ja. She departed this world on January 28, 1988. But I want to pay tribute to her and remember her on this day and say, Mom, I love you. Happy, happy Mother's Day in heaven. I appreciate all the things and all the love and care. My mother was the one who first taught me a lot of things. Normally the father is the strong force in the home, and we all see, the father is everywhere, but the mom does sometimes all the work. The mom does everything to keep the children together, make sure you are fed. When I was young, I used to be a little sickly, headache, sometimes stomach ache, and my mom was the nurse, was the doctor, and everything else. I remember her storytelling, telling me most of the stories as a child, the ones that have meanings, those stories that will teach a lesson, a moral lesson, most of them were told by my mom. And I want to appreciate her on this day. I still remember when I used to, a child going to school. I was young, very young. I started school early, and sometimes too young to walk the distance that I supposed to walk to school. She would give me a piggyback ride, in the morning before everything else. And so I want to appreciate my mom, even though she passed away when I was a teenager, but I remember all the good stuff, and I say, happy, happy Mother's Day. I also want to remember other mothers. My stepmom, who was the second in Liberia. Stepmother is a foreign term. So my second mother, I want to say happy, happy Mother Day. And I have another mother who she passed away before I was born. Mother Martha Ja passed away before I was born. I say happy, happy Mother's Day. Also, my other mother, Etta Ja, who passed away just few years ago. I want to say happy, happy Mother's Day. To my only surviving aunt, Auntie Frances, right here in Georgia, I want to say happy, happy Mother's Day. And all my sisters, my 8 sisters, the one who especially, the ones who took care of me, raised me, put me on their back, sent me to school, because my parents, old and didn't have money. So it was a job that they transferred to my sister. So on behalf of all my siblings, we say happy, happy Mother's Day. We appreciate all your work. And other mothers in my life, we want to say happy, happy Mother's Day, starting with all the mothers right here on Focus on Liberia. Our mothers here who are supporting us and Focus on Liberia, we say happy, happy Mother's Day. We remember Jackie Sayer, who's the co-host of the Literary Hour. We say happy, happy Mother's Day. All our contributors, our analysts, our health contributor, and all the contributors in the background that are helping to keep us moving right here and Focus on Liberia. We say happy, happy Mother's Day. Stephanie Setro, happy Mother's Day. Danielle, happy Mother's Day. And to all the affiliates who support us here at Focus on Liberia, our fans, all the mothers, we say happy Mother's Day. To the mother of my children, Mrs. Eugenia Ja, say happy Mother's Day. And so if you are here, please call in and wish a happy Mother's Day to your own mother and the mothers in your life. We have my man is in the back room. Please give me a signal if you are ready to pay a special Mother's Day tribute to your mom. I want to give you that opportunity. We want to welcome all of you. Please look at the number on the screen and call in to recognize that special mother in your life. It can be a neighbor, it can be a friend, it could be a workmate, it could be, a sister, a wife. That person playing the role of a mother that you want to recognize their effort and say happy Mother's Day. It's time now for us to say, please, let's again join your Friday as we say happy Mother's Day.
Est-ce que ça va? Ah, fiston, et tout ce mouvement à vous donner l'argent. Merci. C'est ça. C'est ça. C'est ça. Merci. Et, as well.
At this time, let me see a few comments here. We say from Fidi Warotes was watching from Banga. Fidi, we say welcome to our special Mother's Day tribute. Maxine Lobo is watching from Minnesota. Max, welcome. Also say, I hope the Liberian men respect their mom and stop the rudeness, but some are good kids. We will pray for God's grace upon that our land. Thank you. Seattle Townsend is also watching from Houston, Texas. Seattle, we say happy Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Let's go back to Friday. This time, we want to, Mr. Sia in the background, if you're ready for your tribute, please give me a signal, and we'll give you the chance to pay a special Mother's Day tribute.
Happy Mother's Day. My son, I'm so thankful. I pray for you. I love you so. Happy Mother's Day. Mama defender, Mama Shaggy. I will love you forever, forever. Enjoy your day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I will love you forever, forever. Mama defender, Mama Shaggy. I will love you forever, forever. Enjoy your day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you to that group for singing that happy Mother's Day song. We want to say happy Mother's Day to all mothers watching this broadcast, and even those who are going to watch it later on. We say it is a beautiful thing for mothers to be in our lives. We want to read more happy Mother's Day tribute. As soon as Sia say happy Mother's Day to my dear mother Beatrice Bro Sia. We say, Mama, happy Mother's Day from the Focus on Liberia family and the Hour of Politics host, Mr. Anthony Sia. Mrs. Eugenia Wedla Ja say happy Mother's Day to all mothers here and around the world. You rock. I agree with you, honey. Mothers rock. Again, we want to call on you to call in and wish that special person in your life, that mother in your life, a happy Mother's Day. Because mothers do a whole lot all year round. They work, they do the housekeeping, they the chef, they do the cooking, they do the cleaning, they do the counsel, they do all these things. They play all the role, try to mitigate between or among children. They try to resolve conflicts. All they do to keep the house going. My one wise father once said, even though they say the father is the head of the home, but I don't even know where my socks are. So mothers play the role. They are the one, as Gil said, that's the glue. Even though if you don't seal it, they still keep the family together. So we take this special time to say happy Mother's Day to all mothers around the world, especially our African mothers that do so much. You know, very pretty soon we watch the new NFL draft pick, Kwity Paye, and one of the stories that was so remarkable was what the mother did. You know, working 2-3 jobs, being able to send him to a school where his talents could be tapped. And who else can do that besides a mother? And that's why this African proverb said, every frog is a gazelle in the eyes of its mother. So if you look at your mom, she is that gazelle according to the frog. Happy Mother's Day from Thomas Awaji. Say happy Mother's Day to my late mother, who was my rock and role model, continuing to rest in perfect peace. We join Mr. Thomas Awaji and say happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Awaji in heaven. We want to really appreciate our mothers because of the role they play. And one of the things we want people to realize, especially would-be mothers, is this should help prepare our would-be mothers, people, young women that in the future are going to play the role of mother. And you can see that. I personally pray to have a daughter first, because what I benefited from my sisters, who were all mothers in my life, you know, because there are siblings who take care of their younger siblings, even though they are not supposed to do so. They are, you know, children. We're supposed to take care of our own children, but you have an older sibling playing that role of a mother to the younger siblings, even while the parents are there. We want to appreciate those older siblings doing that. We want to say thank you so much for playing the role of the mother. And that's why we are even encouraging our young boys to recognize this very early in their life, so that we treat mothers with that care, the love, and affection. Women go through a lot, especially mothers, you know, the body changes and everything else that come with childbearing or even raising children. This is a whole lot, and that's why we are taking this special time to say happy Mother Day. And this is let me see if my man, as soon as he is trying to get in this thing of Proverbs, he said, mothers are like the salt in the soup, without which it has no taste. So the mothers provide that taste for the soup. And if you are watching this, we want to say happy Mother's Day. I think we have a caller on the line. Caller, if you are there, hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Aliyu Kamara from Maryland. How are you?
Aliyu, happy. I'm good. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, I know you almost said happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to the women in your life. That's what I wanted to say. You are not a mother, Aliyu.
I've been playing both roles for a long time.
Oh, that's appreciated.
Yeah, but no, you're right. Let me first of all be generous and say happy Mother's Day to all of the women around the world, especially the African women that we know about a little more. Mothers have to be very, very, very important. They are the major reason why we are, as men, we are strong. They're the major reason why we are successful. It's all about them. My mother got me to where I am today, despite, regardless of her imperfection, she got me where I am right now. But I'd like to say a special Mother's Day to my grandmother. My grandmother was a role model. A lot of people think that only males can be role models to boys. Only men can be role models to boys.
Yeah.
But my grandmother taught me otherwise. She taught me morality. She taught me decency. She taught me responsibility and credibility. It's because of my grandma I don't know how to steal. It's because of my grandma I really don't know how to lie. Because she always taught me those values. It's because of my grandma I don't know how to be dependent, just sit back and depend on other people for survival. She told me one of the reasons why you are a man is because you need to lead. You're created to lead, to rule. So you cannot sit back. You always must be in front. And that's why I don't settle for any kind of mediocrity. I'm always looking forward because she told me, keep your head up and move forward. So I never had my dad in my life. I missed that component only because of society, and I know when you're in Africa and everybody's father is around, then people automatically call you pastor and all of that. Mm-hmm. So those things have their own psychological impact on us as we're growing up. But besides that, I did not feel it much because my grandmother was pretty much like a guy standing in a woman's skin. Mm-hmm. And she told me a lot. And I want to say, with this, I'll close by saying, Happy Mother's Day. She's there now. She died in 2010. And that gap has never been filled. I've never had. Let me say Happy Mother's Day to my king other, Kima Esther Musa. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. And I hope no girl out there is being jealous today. But it is what it is. She's a wonderful woman. So thank you guys so much for having me. A very wonderful program. I just cannot stop complimenting women. I know some of them feel that I'm very harsh on them, but hey, when we're in the political arena, I also form a part of the ABA, and so we are taught not to discriminate based on sex, gender, age, or national origin. And this is why sometimes I treat them like I would treat Dennis Jar. I believe that's just fair enough when we're in the area of politics. So thank you so much for having me, bro.
Thank you so much, Ali. And Ali, before I let you go, what is the one thing you want us to, or the public to remember about your mother today, or your grandma?
Okay. My mother, except for she put me in a position to acquire education and material. I don't know how significant that is, but that has changed my life tremendously. But my grandmother, the one thing I remember about my grandmother, she had two children, with about four, but two died. And so she had two children, like two daughters. And one thing I remembered about my grandmother, she would cook, and this is during the war. And our bowls were so full that the bowls we were eating in were from Firestone, the latest cup. That's where they used to put our food.
Yeah, I remember that.
So right after my grandma, the strangers have a way, right? They never appear up in town unless when it's time to dish out the food. That's when the strangers will arrive. And that stuff used to piss me off, Dennis. So when my grandmother was dishing out food, right there, the group of people coming, Katua, they're speaking, like grandma would definitely redirect our food, the food that belonged to us, our grandchildren. She'd give it to the strangers to eat. And I'll be mad. I've been going bizarre, and she would be like, look, Vali or Aliyu, don't worry about this. I'm about to cook another food for you to eat. Let them eat it. I'm giving them that food so that tomorrow, when you are a stranger somewhere else, that I am not there, your mother is not there, somebody will redirect what would belong to someone else and give it to you for your survival. So she said, whatever I do for you today, I'll be dead and gone. And one day you will see those things. And Dennis, it is a fact. It's happening. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Aliu. That was Aliu who paying a tribute to Grandmom. We say, Grandmom, happy Mother's Day. We at FOL, we want to join Aliu to say happy Mother's Day. Also, we want to encourage you. The number is on the screen. Sorry, I had a typo in the code there. It's 791403. Call that number and join us to say happy Mother's Day to the mothers in our lives. Well, as we say, and this is why it is very important, so that we can start to teach our young women, how to become mothers or what they can do. Because the more we talk about the goodness or the role these mothers play in our lives, it's helping somebody to buckle up and do something. Because one characteristic of a mother is love. That unconditional love that you can get from no one else. That comes from the mother. And as the quote said, where God cannot be, he created mother. As God cannot be everywhere, God created mother. And so sometimes that's why I don't try to, even though sometimes it's tough, when the mom is kind of looking out, you think that they are doing something bad. But it's that love that God places in mothers that make them to want to be so protective of the child. I think we have another caller on the line. Call out your name and where you calling from.
Jerome Gayman, I'm calling from Florida.
Hey, Jerome, welcome to Focus on Liberia. Your tribute.
Thank you very much for a beautiful show.
Thank you.
Well, I'm calling to pay tribute to my late mom and to the other ladies who stepped in. My aunt, both are deceased, but they were very special. My mother and her sister, my aunt, obviously we grew up in what we call or consider Jim Crow in Liberia, where they were not allowed education, but they were able to sacrifice and send me and my other siblings to live with other folks, to be domestic servants, to acquire some education. Even though she's no longer with us, we have to give her credit for being a visionary and seeing further than anyone could see.
Yeah.
When we thought that she didn't like us by sending us to live with folks who treated us cruelly. Despite that, here we are doing very well. My younger brother has gone on to serve as vice president of a college in Liberia. And here I am. So I'm very grateful to mothers, especially indigenous mothers that are in the interior part of Liberia who are selling their firewood, their charcoal, farina, cassava to send their children to school. This is a special tribute to them. Even though my children do not believe that we are poor or that we were once poor or that my parents and their grandparents are abjectly poor. They don't believe that, but that's what it is. So this tribute is to my mother and her sister, both of whom never spoke a word of English. Maybe saw Buchanan once or twice in their lives. Give this to them. This is for them, special folks.
Thank you, Jerome. And what you said there reminded me of my own mother. Even though she did not go to school, She never spoke a word in English. But so I asked an older sibling, I said, but what was really what was encouraging mom to be so adamant that we go to school, that we learn? I mean, what did they see in education for which they wanted us to go to school? Because this is something they never benefited from. And so say, well, they saw far ahead than we saw. So, and that's why they did all their best so that we can go to school and learn. And it's sad to say that when I promoted in the 12th grade, my mom died, and so she did not see her last born being a grown-up man now. But all in all, we say happy Mother's Day, and what they have done is paying dividend. This is what they saw long before that they needed to do what they could so that we can be the people we are today. Thank you, Jerome, for calling. And we at FOL join you to say Happy Mother's Day to your aunt and your mom.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. We want to still read a few more comments here. As soon as here, he said, mother's love is often forgotten first love that can never fail. It teaches us how to love better. Thank you, Asuni. And Chris Berse, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to my amazing mother, Jackie Sayer. Yes, Chris, thank you so much. Jackie is an amazing mother. Jackie, again, the co-host of the Literary Hour right here at FOL. We say happy Mother's Day. Bataki Isanenta said, Mr. Caller, this statement that you are loaded. What's your address, please? Let me bring you Mother's Day's gift. All right. Bataki, if you have a Mother's Day gift for someone, yeah, please let us know. We can get to that person. You say you want their address, so you can send them. Let me bring you Mother's Day gift. Okay, thank you again. This is Focus on Liberia, and this is a special tribute to Mama. We have another caller on the line. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, please tune up and then talk to us. Your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Eugenia John. I'm calling from Georgia.
Hey, Eugenia, welcome to Focus on Liberia. Your tribute.
Thank you. Well, I have there were a lot of mothers in my life, but I would like to pay tribute to 3 of my mothers today. First of all, to my late mother, Big Mom, Kitty Wedgler. She passed away in 2002. I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to her in heaven. She was caring, she was loving. She was my stepmom, but as you know, in Africa, we don't call our moms stepmoms, we call them moms. So she was a loving mother. I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to her in heaven. And then secondly, to my biological mother, Mrs. Annie Wedgler in Providence, Rhode Island. I want to say Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. I love you. And also to my aunt in Champaign, Illinois, Mrs. Edith Steyer. I want to say Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. I love you. So that is all I have to say.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers in our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. I want to join you to say happy Mother's Day to my mother-in-law, who is your mom, Mrs. Annie Wedgler, your aunt Edith, and also your big mom who passed away. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for calling, and have a blessed day.
Thank you.
We want to say this one from Robin Draper. Say Happy Mother's Day, all mothers, but especially the Black African mothers, because of all they have endured and continue to endure. A lesser being who have perished. That's a true statement. Anybody less than, who have perished or crushed under the heat of what the African mother goes through. Thank you, Robin. We want to join you and say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, especially our African mothers. And so, talking about mothers, again, our mother, the chef, the housekeeper, the one who resolves the conflict, the one who plans the event, the teacher in the home, the chauffeur, the laundry lady, the counselor, the finance minister, the healthcare provider, the activities director, the world changer, the nurse, the religious person, the prayer warrior for those of us who are Christian. We want to say thank you so much for all that you do. We really, really appreciate your work and want to recognize the work that you do on this special, special Mother's Day. And there are friends, who are also playing the role of a mother, even though they may not personally impact you, but we recognize the work that you do for your own children. It's not every mother who has been very steadfast in playing that role, but you continue to hold up your own home and support your children for study class. You've been their playmate. You take them to basketball practice. You take them on the field. You advise them. You whip them if you need to. You give them all the impetus they need, the drive to move on. You are very supportive of what they do. You advise them. You hold their ear if they need to pay keen attention, because you are the mother. We want to appreciate you. We want to say thank you so much for all that you do to keep our world going. You are the one that brings forth life. If there are no mothers, life stops right there. So the one thing we have to recognize and say, we are proud of you. This is from Jackie Sire. Say happy Mother's Day to my mom, Dolly Collins, my great-grandmother, Mary Vinton Davis, and all the women who are my strength. To the Liberian market mom who taught under the sun and rain, we bow in awe to your strength. To the office mom, new moms and old moms, may the world be kind and give you strength to raise a generation of men and women we can all be proud of. Happy, happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much, Jackie. We join you to say happy, happy Mother's Day. You talk about your great-grandmom so much that I think I even know her personally. Happy, happy Mother's Day to your mom also, Madame Dolly Collins. We want to say happy Mother's Day to Siata Townsend, and Siata say happy Mother's Day to Julia Townsend, Mandie Abenime, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Dicey Randa, Markan Sae, Jacqueline Randa, Lati. Love you all. We love you all, and we join Siata to say happy, happy Mother's Day to her mom, Julia Townsend, and all the mothers she recognized right here. We want to say thank you so much, mothers, for all that you do to keep the world going. As God is love, mothers, what describes them most is the love for the children. And that people even take it far and just love all children, because every time a mother sees another child, you remember your own children and say, I love you. I remember when our house used to be on the way from the soccer pitch, the football field. So as the kids pass, sometimes they get hurt on the field and they are passing. My mom will stop there and say, oh, sorry, and just wipe their tears. Because when you see other mothers or other children crying, you remember that, oh, if I don't take care of this child, maybe someone will not take care of my child. And so mothers think that way and try to be nice, to be good to all children. That's their strength. We want to appreciate all our mothers. We want to say thank you so much. We recognize you on this day and say happy, happy Mother's Day. Continue to love, continue to support, continue to nurture, and continue to do all that you do. It is because of you that we are here. We all came from mothers, and say we recognize that and we want to appreciate you. And as we've grown up to become husbands ourselves, we should also remember to support our wives, support them in what they do, so that it will help them bring up children. You know, when the mom is educated, I was talking to a friend and said, my mother has a bachelor degree. I said, but then you don't do anything yet. If your mom has a bachelor degree, you should do more, because you know what it means if the mom in the home is educated and is able to educate the children, because the children are around the mom 90% of the time. So if the mom is educated, if the mom is loving, if the mom is caring, if the mom is a good mother, that transfers to the kids very fast. And even those that are not educated, they are still doing their best to even teach their children those that are the hard work, the virtues of life, patience, love, empathy, all that comes from the mother, and they pass that along with the children. That's why the Baronian Proverbs said, if you educate the mother, you are educating the child. If you treat the mom well, definitely the children, that will translate and transcend to them because of what you do. So as parents, as husbands, as uncles, men in general, let us do our best to appreciate our mothers or the mothers in our lives. Let us do our best to even to serve as role models, to treat the mother of our children right, so that our own children will see that and learn. Because there's something in life, they say karma. If you do bad, it follow you. If you do good, that also follow you. And the Bible says, and I'm not preaching here, even though the Bible is a source of wisdom for me, that if you do good, that God, when God pays you, he pays you up to your third generation. When he punishes you up to your fifth generation. So what we do today can follow us and go to our children. And so sometimes people say, well, the child is not to be blamed, but that's why we need to be careful. So fathers, let's treat our wives and our daughters good, so that they will see the good in us, and that will make them good mothers as well. I want to thank all of you for watching. And please, if you are not done so already, go and show that love to that special mother in your life. Tell them thank you for all they do. That's the magic word, thank you. So say that to your mother. It could be your wife, it could be your aunt, it could be your sister, it could be your friend, it could be your workmate. Anyone who plays the role of a mother is doing a tremendous job, and we need to recognize that and say thank you. Siada say thank you. Focus on Liberia, we say also thank you. On that note, we want to close this broadcast and make sure that we have no other outstanding color. But we want to say thank you so much for spending your Mother's Day with us. We at Focus on Liberia, all we do is we educate, we elevate, and promote all things Liberia. And also want to remember Abby Tyler. She's our health coordinator or our healthcare analyst right here at Focus on Liberia. Abby, we say happy Mother's Day. She's saying, mothers, please take care of your health. And Abby will always talk about health. We appreciate you, Abby. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank all our viewers and even all those who will watch later on. We at Focus on Liberia always say happy Mother's Day. And not because it's Mother's Day, we forget we are all Liberians. And we must do everything. Whether you have a mother, whether you have a biological mother, or your mother had passed, or your mother is an adoptive mom, or a stepmom, or a foster mom, we are all Liberians, and we appreciate all our mothers. Again, thank you, good night, and God bless you.
We are Liberians. Liberia is our home. Liberian people. Liberia.